Okay, so in this video we are going to look at z-scores under normal distribution. So the important features for a z-score is that we can only apply them or use them when our data is normally distributed. The area under the curve is the probability of the event happening. The total probability or area is 1 and it has symmetrical distribution, and there's our curve. Okay, so we have 4 types of ways that it could be asked. The probability that z is less than a value, and we go straight to the log tables. The probability that z is greater than a value. For us, we can't figure out the area to the right hand side of a value, so it's 1 minus the probability of the area to the left of that point. And then for our greater than a minus value, we flip the sign and we flip our inequality straight to the log tables. And if it's less than a minus value, flip our inequality and sign, and then we know from example 2 it means 1 minus the probability that it's less than it. So we'll look at each of these scenarios here, and these are your 2 pages from the log tables. Okay, so the first one, you have the probability that z is less than 1.16. So it's less than, it's a positive number. It's our first case, so we go straight to our log tables. And on the left hand side we're looking for 1.1. So we'll scroll down, second page, we have 1.1, and then I need 6, so there's my 1.1 and 6. So my answer would be 0.8770. Or if we were asked for the answer as a percentage, we'd have 87.70%. That's part 1 done. Part 2, we're asked for the probability that z is greater than 2.17, which we don't calculate, so it's the probability 1 minus the probability that z is less than 2.17. So what's happening here is we're figuring out, we know our whole curve, the area under that is 1. And then minus and then we have our point here, 2.17. So we calculate this area here. Color that green maybe. And then when we subtract that, it'll give us the leftover. There's my 2.17, and the red here is what's left over. And just to jump back to part 1 for a second, so this was pretty straightforward. All we were being asked to find was the probability 1.16, so I'll say that sits there, and it was less than. So they just wanted the area to the left of it, like that. So that's fine, we just go straight to the log tables. When it's greater than the area to the right hand side, we can't figure that out, but what we can do is we know the whole area is 1, and then we subtract the area to the left of that point, and I'll be left over with my red part. So it's going to be 1 minus, we're on log tables and we're looking for 2.17, so we'll find our 2.1 first, 0.7, we get 0.9850. Into your calculator always to be safest, just because we're dealing with small and long decimals, and we get 0.015, or to convert that to a decimal then 1.5%. Okay, that's part 2. Part 3 then had asked us for the probability that z is greater than minus 0.89. We don't deal with negative numbers, so to change our sign we flip the inequality. That gives me the probability that z is less than 0.89. That's fine, I can go straight to my log tables. So what's happening here is we have 0.89, and it's asking us for the area to the left. Okay, into our log tables, we're looking for 0.8 first, and our 9, subtract down, and we get 0.8133. Okay, and our last one then, part 4. We're given the probability that z is less than minus 2.23. So we know already we don't deal with a minus, so we're going to flip the sign and flip the inequality. And again, we don't calculate the area to the right hand side, so it's 1 minus the probability that z is less than 2.23. Straight to our log tables. So we're looking for 2.2. First, 2.23 will give me 0.9871. So that's 1 minus 0.9871 into your calculator. And we get back 0.0129 or 1.29%. Okay, so there's your approach for z-scores. Just always these 4 conditions. Make sure you memorize them for the inequalities and if it's a plus or a minus sign. And that's us done for z-scores.